Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going on a run and I'm going to bring my phone, and I thought I would introduce it before I just start running, because if I'm like mid run and you don't really understand what's going on, you might be thrown off a little bit. But I will explain everything in a second. Also, this very cool little looking egg person wears headphones on their run, so if you think that I look a little bit round then you're just gonna have to firm it. Also, I need to see that like you can hear through my headphones. It's not gonna be the best quality or whatever, I think. I mean, I hope it's good, but yeah, let me try. Let me listen back. I don't know. Okay, I just listened back and it's fine. Also, look, wait, actually, I don't know why I paused the video. Basically, I got this running belt. This is how serious I am about running now. I will explain it all in a second. I'm actually not that serious. Well, maybe a little bit. But I have this running belt. I just realised it matches my crop top, and I've been wearing this crop top a lot on my runs and I've only just realised it. But I've got this running belt. How cute. Anyway, it's really good because sometimes when I go on my runs, I would always hold my phone, and it was just very uncomfortable when I felt like one of my arms was getting stronger than the other. So now I'm equally balanced, except today because I'm going to be running and vlogging. Oh my god, I've completely forgotten how to oh my gosh, guys, it took me so long to figure out how to use this gimbal, and like I don't think it's even charged, so I think halfway through I'm going to have to like use my hand instead of the gimbal. But yeah, so I started my run and I was a little bit nervous. Like, I didn't want people watching me and thinking like, why is she running and vlogging? Like, what a freak. But yeah, it goes kind of against like the message that I want to like tell today. But yeah, I'm going to run for a bit and then I'm going to stop. And then I'll talk to you guys without sounding like I'm dying. I thought I'd take a break. I've done like 1.6 kilometers. Note how I like looked at my watch and I had to look up, because when I actually stop my run, it actually stops like on my watch. So, but yeah, no, I thought it'd be much easier to talk when you guys can actually hear me, and not when I'm like, help me. But yeah, basically, I've just started runners brain. Also, I don't want to be one of those really annoying runners where like every time I'm talking about something, I'm like, yes, because I'm a runner. But no, anyway, let's rewind. So I started to decide that I wanted to do running because I wanted to like challenge myself to something. And I feel like that's what I wanted to talk about today, because it's like too many times we're like, oh, we want to do X, Y, and Z. And then like the majority of the time we don't, because we're either like even nervous of being judged, or we're just scared, or we procrastinate, we come up with a reason not to. And like I've had that with so many things in my life. And obviously like I did track and stuff, like my pole vaulting, so I didn't really have a lot of time, but I always had like all these ideas of things that I wanted to do, wanted to accomplish and stuff, like when I had the time. So major life update, I'm going back to uni in October, which, oh my god, I start in a month and a day. I start on the 2nd of October, so this is like exciting. I kind of went through all the emotions because I have always wanted to get into like counselling and psychotherapy, like as my dream job. I feel like, do you know when you just have a passion for something? I'm going to turn around because there's roadworks and I feel like that's all that we're going to hear. But do you know when you have like a passion for something, so you feel like you're going to be good at it? Like some people love baking and like they're like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Or like some people think like, I don't know why I thought of baking and then I can't think of anything else, but you get my drift, right? Like everyone has like, whether it's like starting a business, like some people are like, yeah, I've always wanted to start a business, like I know that's what I want to do, and so they do it. And so that's always been me with psychology. But obviously, so I did my undergraduate when, really sweaty, I did my undergraduate when I was still doing all my like full-time training and everything. And so someone's come past me, so this is like a real like, hey, don't worry about what people think moment. But I'm still going to. But no, and that was at the same time that I was like doing all my training and stuff. Guys, she smiled at me. Like, people are so friendly. Sorry. um, and yeah, I just found it really hard to like study and train at the same time. I just knew it was something that like wasn't for me. And some people could do it. Like, some people are amazing. There's this like heptathlete called Nafi Tiam. She's Belgian. I feel like there's a word for that. Belgian's the word, right? She's from Belgium. Oh my gosh, I promise I'm actually quite smart. Anyway. And I think she did something like a veterinary degree, which is like on par with being as hard as getting like your doctoral degree. Not like a doctorate, but like when you're trained to become a doctor, as in there's like so many years and everything. She did all of that. She won like Olympic medals, like best in the world. Like, and that's really, really cool. But I just knew that that wasn't me. Like, I didn't really have the capacity to train and study at the same time. But now that I'm finished with that, I just knew, like, bam, like, I'm someone where if I have an idea of something, I want to like go straight into it. Like, I want to. I just realized I've been holding it like this. I could just hold it like this, and then it like alters. I'm so stupid. I was like, why is it so heavy? But yeah. And that's like something I want to talk about as well. I'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, anyway, so I decided I wanted to get my degree again. And with counselling and psychotherapy, it's like a whole process thing. So you need your psychology undergraduate because you need like a baseline in psychology and everything. But then once you've got that, you need this like diploma, which is kind of like an extension of a master's. And like that has its own criteria. Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to wake up one day and decide that I want to do it, so I'm going to do it kind of thing, which you can do. And like, I don't ever knock anyone doing anything. I feel like if you want to do something, do it. You just got to work hard for it, right? But like, I had to do like loads of volunteering. I had to get certain grades. I had to do X, Y, and Z. So I did that. I found out I got in. I'm really, really excited. And that's what I'm starting next month. That lasts a year. And then so that diploma you need to get onto the masters next year. So fingers crossed, I've got all the other criteria. And I've been working so bloody hard. Like, I've been trying to like bank in my volunteering, and to be honest, I love volunteering. I find it so fun. Like, I volunteer at a care home once a week, and then I volunteer on a phone service once a week as well. So at the care home, I kind of just, one, like help the people that are there, and then two, I also like act as like a helping friend. So like a lot of them, they just need someone to talk to. Sometimes they feel a little bit lonely, and sometimes like they need like a friend or whatnot. So that's what I do. And then the phone volunteer service is exactly the same thing. So I advise, if you've got any free time, like definitely do that, because these people just love like company and like companionship. But anyway, done the whole criteria. So hopefully this year will go smoothly, but I will document my whole like experience. Someone else is coming past me. Oh my gosh. And that brings me on to my next thing. So a lot of the time, I feel like this is your sign, because a lot of the time we all have like goals and things that we want to achieve, and we are so nervous because we don't like we worry about what other people will think and everything. Morning. Hi. And like, I hate that. I hate that about society. Not that I just had to walk past someone. I hate that we worry too much about what other people think. Like, so often I feel like the majority of things that we don't do is because we're like, oh my God, what are other people going to think? But I feel like one thing that I learned from track is there's like 3 types of people. Oh my gosh, I need to like not get hit by cars as well when I'm like crossing the road, because people drive like crazy. Yeah, I found that there's 3 types of people. There are people who are always going to back you, and those are like your friends and your nearest and dearest, and those are the people that you should always hold close. And those are the opinions that should matter to you, because why would you take criticism from people that you wouldn't take advice from? Do you know what I mean? And then, so that's the first type of person. Second type of person are people who just don't care. Like, and this is like the majority of people on social media. Like, you follow people, they follow you back. And in your head, like, sometimes you might think like, oh, if I post this, everyone's going to think I'm weird, or like they're going to judge me, or they're going to say things behind my back, whatever. But then that comes back to like, if you don't want their advice, why take their criticisms? But 2, the majority of people don't care. Like, I don't mean this in the horriblest way at all, but like, I care about maybe 10 people that I follow, and I follow like 800 people on Instagram or something. I don't know how many, but like, I feel like a lot of people only care about like 10. Like obviously the people I follow, I want the best for them, and like I love seeing people succeed, and I love like people being happy, and I'll never follow someone that brings my mood down and makes me feel bad about myself, because it's like, what's the point, right? But then at the same time, wait, I'm just gonna check. I've still got like time. We're going back. We're doing another loop. Um, but yeah, a lot of the time, like what they post, I don't care in the sense that like if they do it, I have such a neutral opinion about it. And I think this is what people don't realize. Like the majority of people have neutral opinions about what you're doing. Like the majority of people aren't going to judge you. And then that brings me on to like the third type of person, which is haters. Like they, no matter who you are, whether like you have a big following or not, or like you're exposed to a lot of people, you will have people that will just hate on you for literally no reason. And like part of it is annoying, because it's like, well, if you're not doing anything, like you don't want the negativity, you don't want people judging you, you don't want people hating you. But then there's like another side to it where it's kind of like, I'm sure that all of us have people that we just dislike. Not hate, like hate's always a strong word, but like there's always just people that we're going to dislike, and we literally don't have a reason for it. But we just know that we don't like them. And so, yeah, like I think bear that in mind when you want to start something, or if you have a goal for something, that like people will judge regardless of what you do. Like you could achieve the most amazing thing, like you could literally like cure world hunger, and there's like going to be someone that dislikes that. Like there's going to be someone that has something negative to say, or that wants to see your downfall, whatever. And that is the case with everything. But like taking all that negativity to the side, and like we've highlighted, okay, 3 types of people, whatever, like the majority of people want to see you win. Like the majority of people love like seeing their friends succeed, or just seeing like, I love like hope core on TikTok, which is like just positivity. I just love seeing like random strangers like do well, or like when they, do you know when like you see a random like engagement video of like 2 people on TikTok, and you just think, oh my god, that's like the cutest thing that I have ever like witnessed. That's the stuff that I love, and I feel like people actually do feel that towards you. So yeah. So then that brings me on to the next thing, when it's like literally just go for what you want. Like I had it with this YouTube channel. Like I don't have any big like hopes with it. I just find it fun documenting, and it's almost like a little like channel for me and my friends to like look back at. Like one of my best friends was like, oh, I just watched all your videos, and I was like, that's so cute. But like I was so nervous that people were going to judge me, and like if I get 10 views on a video, I don't care. Like whatever you do, you want to do it for you. But just like really, really don't care about what people think. And the second thing that I feel that really helps is literally just do it. Like, do you know how I said when I kind of toned down all my track and my training and everything? Like, I was just like, okay, I'm going to apply for uni like straight away. I can't remember when this was. I think this was like November time. So this was like almost a year ago now. And I literally just said to myself, okay, go. I literally said to myself, like, look online, like, look at all the courses available. What's the entry criteria? And then I found that to get onto this diploma that I just got onto now, that I needed a like this other qualification, which I had to like acquire over the space of a few months. So I signed up for it straight away. Like the more proactive you are with things, not only like will you get to your end goal sooner, but also like it spurs you on. Like as soon as I started signing up for this, not signing up for, like actually studying this qualification for the diploma that I'm doing now, I was just so inspired and so motivated. And I've got like other projects that I'm working on at the moment, which are things that I've always said to myself, like, oh, it's something I always want to do, like something I want to do in the future. And like I never did it. And then one day I was like, I'm just going to start. Sorry, I had to turn around again. But I was like, one day I'm just going to start. And instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to do it, I was just like, oh my God, just like open up that book, start writing notes, like start working towards it. So yeah, I feel like those are the 2 things that really help, like just getting after what you want. I think it's also realizing that it's so okay to fail, and it's so okay to like halfway through you do something, realize if it's not something you want to do, you can just stop. Like you can just be like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not fun, or it's harder. Like it's so okay to admit that something's hard. if you want to work towards it, push through the hardness. Like obviously some things that are worth working for are like really hard, but at the same time, sometimes you might just think, actually, I'm not enjoying this, I don't want to do it. And if it is something that like you have the luxury of being able to just stop, like obviously sometimes work's hard and like you can't just stop work because it's work, right? But if it is something that you have the luxury to be like, do you know what, I don't want to do anymore, then like literally stop and then work towards the next thing. And one day, like it will work out. Yeah, I feel like that's just the message that I wanted to spread today. Because also, like, if anyone watches this, like, say one of my like close friends watches this and is inspired, and she's like, oh, like, I want to like do this. Like, watching your video made me realize, like, why am I nervous? Like, I literally just want to do this. Like little things, I just realized. Sorry, sometimes like my brain jumps from thought to thought, but like people driving by, like I would be so nervous. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to talk because there's like people literally like looking at me filming, and I'm like, why do I care? Like they're either going to judge me anyway, or they couldn't care less about what I'm doing, or they're like finding it fun. And like regardless of what they're thinking, that doesn't impact me. Like they drive off, they walk past, they're gone. Like it's literally a passing moment of nerves, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like what the hell was I even worried about in the first place? So yeah, but please let this be your sign to just literally go after what you want. Whether like you come up with a plan now and begin it in the new year, which is so soon, or whether it's something that you're like, do you know, I'm just going to start now. Like I just needed the sign. I love a sign. So yeah, if that's what you want to do, then go after it. But I'm going to finish this run now because I've been walking for the majority of it. I'm just going to wait for like people to stop driving past because I don't want to get hit. I don't really know what this car's doing. You know, sometimes when you think like someone's letting you die and then they don't. So nervous. Right, okay, I'm gonna run. Also, do you know what's so funny? Like, I saw this meme the other day, and it's like, when you want to go for a run, like, what are you meant to just start? And how funny, like, I was just talking to you guys, and now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for a run, and I'm literally just running. But yeah. Oh, I didn't start my watch. Wait. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Do you know what? I do this thing. It doesn't matter. My watch has stopped now. But I do this thing where like it gives me an option. So it's like yes or no. And I'm like, okay. So it said, do you want to end this run? And in my head, I was like, yeah, I want to keep going. So I pressed yes. And then it ended the run because it was asking me, do I want to end this run? So like, this is me on a daily basis. Like my brain just stops working. Yeah, it's really annoying. But also, how funny that like the concept of running. Also, I need to like so get into my whole running thing. I don't know whether to do that now or later or whatever. But I'm gonna stop running now. No, see, brain stop working again. I'm gonna stop filming now. Finish my run. I'm gonna get back. I think I'm like technically still on my lunch break, but I don't know when. I don't even know why I'm explaining this because, like, for all you know, this could be a Sunday. Also, another moment, there's like a bit down here that you can like run down, and I chose to go on the stairs because my brain stopped working again. But yeah, I will update you guys in a second. Also, I need to keep remembering to like be in frame because you're just going to either be like looking at the top of my head like this or like looking at my chest, which this is not that kind of page. Okay. Guys, can we appreciate that like I only ran like 3 kilometers, which I know is a lot for some people. Like I used to find it really hard. I'm gonna put my what is everywhere? Oh, I'm gonna put my phone on like a tripod, which I will tell you the funniest story about in a second. But yeah, because my hands are shaking, it's probably not fun watching the video like this. So ew. And also goodbye sweats. I'm gonna go wash my face. Okay, I've washed my face. My hair's a mess, but I'm gonna wash it later, so you will just have to deal with it. But yeah, funny story about the tripod. So basically Phil, my brother, got me this like little gimbal thing, and I don't know if you remember from my Tobago vlog, but it's basically the thing I was running with. So like you hold it and then it like adjusts. That's what I was using outside. But it comes in this like box, not a box, it's just like a holder, kind of like a wallet for it to keep it safe. And it comes with like the stick that you put your phone onto, and this tiny little thing about this big that like you screw in, like it's obviously a screw because it's got a bit that goes into a bit anyway. And I like, again, I feel like I should reiterate, I am a really smart person. Like, well, I like to think I am, but then sometimes at times like this I'm like, am I really? But I just thought it was like to make the stick that you hold longer. And in my head, now that I'm thinking about that, I'm like, I don't know why you would need a longer stick, like it would just be heavier. Anyway, I was thinking like for YouTube videos and stuff, I should probably get something like a tripod. And then I was like, just putting it off. And then I went to charge the gimbal because it's electric. That's how it kind of focuses to you. And like, I don't know how to explain it, like adjusts to the thing that you're filming without it shaking. And so, yeah, I had to charge it. And then I look in the box and I realised the thing that I think is just a stick is actually a tripod, and it opens up and it has 3 legs. So I was kind of just like, I called my brother and I was like, yeah, you're going to think I'm so dumb. And lo and behold, that was another stupid moment. But anyway, back to the smart stuff that I do in my life. Yeah, all of that to say in the last clip was that, like, you just got to start and go after what you want. And that's what I've done. 1, with uni, and 2, this is so funny because like whenever I speak to my friends and they're like, oh, like, how's life? Or someone that I haven't spoken to in ages, and they're like, how's life? And I'm like, oh, it's like the same. Like, I don't have too much to add, because I've like told them most of the people in my life that I'm going back to uni, because it's been in the making for like a year now pretty much. And then I'm like, oh, like I run now, which is, I'm pretty sure what I said at the start of the video. Like, I'm pretty sure I was like, I'm a runner now or something. I can't remember what I said, but also I just didn't speak about it. So here we go. So I signed up to do a half marathon in March in Paris, and I'm so excited. But also this is so funny because like anyone who knows me knows that I'm not a runner. And I literally, like, I can't emphasize how much of a non-runner I am. Like, I know you might think, oh, because I did track and field, like I have to be a runner. No. Like, I was a jumper. Like, you've got like track events, you've got field events. I was a field eventer, and like we notoriously don't run. Like, even for like a warm-up, the lap of a track is 400 meters, and I would do like 200 because I don't like running. But I don't know what happened. Like, I decided one day, like, I'm just going to run for the fun of it. Like, looking back at it now, like, I don't know what got me to do that, because genuinely, like, I think runners are strange. Like, now that I'm a runner, I think I'm a bit weird, because it's like, why am I running? Like, it hurts. But 1, like, it sounds super cliche when you finish a run, like, best feeling ever. And 2, like, I don't know if everyone had this perception or if it was just me, or I don't understand. But basically, like, I used to think, like, when you're running, you've just got to go ham. Like, you've got to go so quick, and you have to try and beat times, and you have to, like, be really good. And that was always what put me off it. And then one day, I literally cannot remember my first run, but I just remember thinking, oh, I went for a run. Because I remember when I used to do it as part of my training, I was like, I hate it, it's horrible, like, it's so hard. And then I saw a TikTok, and it was like, you know, when you're running, like, you don't have to run fast, you could literally walk, like, you could do like a quick walk. All that matters is you finish it, right? And that you keep going, if that's what you want to do. And I literally, like, took that on, and I was like, do you know what, like, the next time I go for a run, I'm gonna go so slow. Like, I don't know how to explain, like, genuinely so slow. And also where I live, it's quite hilly, so like the start of my runs, I'm like, and then like I look at my watch and I'm like, oh my god, I've only done like like, I'm not even kidding, I would do 300 meters and be out of breath, which, like, do you know what, like, I'm not judging me, because I feel like you'd all be the same. But anyway, yeah, I literally just took it really easy. And I feel like there's always a point in the run where it was like, oh, I really wanted to stop, like, I do not want to keep going anymore. Sorry, I have this thing that I call runner's lung. When I go for a run, like, when I go for a run, I basically, like, get this cough afterwards, and I'm convinced something happens to my lungs negatively, in terms of, like, the runner's air is different to walking air. So whenever I finish running, I'm like, because I've got the runner's lung. So if I'm coughing, like, I'm sorry, but also it's not fun for me. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is I did a slow run, enjoyed it, yada yada yada, now I do it. But basically, like, if, I don't know, I'm not trying to, like, I feel like also running is quite cultish, so if I'm trying to, like, if it sounds like I'm trying to get you guys to run, like, I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you about my runner's journey. But also, like, it does make me feel good. Like, I was feeling so slumpish today. Slumpy? impish. What does impish mean? I'm going to search that afterwards, but I feel really good after it now. And also, like, your tolerance does get higher. Once you do a kilometre, you could do like 3. Once you could do 3 kilometres, you could do 5, and once you do 5, you could do 10 kilometres. It's weird math, but it completely makes sense. And like, running's such a mental thing. Like, once you can get past that first bit that really hurts, and like literally just stop and walk and then keep going, like, you realise actually, like, it's so doable, and then you just get this high. But I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to get you guys into this little cult thing. But yeah, so I signed up to do a half marathon in March in Paris, which I'm so excited for. And Rudy and my brother are going to come out, so we're going to do like a little long weekend. And then oh my gosh, and then literally like 2 weeks ago, I don't know what happened, because like everyone was saying to me, oh, like now that you run, you're going to like do a marathon. And I was like, please be so for real, like, yuck. Long story short, I'm doing a marathon in May, so that's what's happened there. So there's going to be plenty more run and yap sessions. But yeah, I feel like I had one more thing to talk to you guys about, but I literally can't for the life of me remember what it is, and that is the story of my life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave a link below for my fundraiser for my run. Don't feel obliged to donate, but if you want to, it's for a very good cause. It's for this charity that helps with people who have autism and neurodivergent issues. So if you want to do your good deed for the day, let that be it. But no, don't feel obliged to, but also any support does really help. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm thinking of doing more running yaps because I like to yap, and I'm a runner and I like to run now, so but I think watching this back, I'm gonna watch back that first scene where I was literally like dying from the run, because like I said, running is actually really hard. But I think what I'm gonna start to do is, like, there's this little field that I love to like run by because it's so quiet, like no one's there, and I can just listen to my podcast. Also, if you have any podcast ideas, like, please comment them, because I love podcasts and I'm running out of my one that like I'm listening to, so that'd be really helpful. But yeah, I think I might like either run the first bit and then walk and talk a little bit when it's a bit quieter, or walk to the point where I run, that nice little field bit, and then talk to you guys as I'm walking. But I just don't feel like the run and the yap at the same time is a good idea, but also who knows. But yeah, if you liked this video for the 3rd time or the 4th time, or however many times I've said this now because I'm repeating myself, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.